Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 6th, going to the 12th of May. We are going to dive straight into it. All right, so let's see what's going on for you guys, okay? Make sure you like and subscribe if you do enjoy these readings. I'd love to have you here if you are new. All right, let's see. For my lovely Aquarians out there, can we get a few cards for them this week? Okay, you have the solar plexus. Okay, this chakra here under your rib cage, that is about your willpower, okay, your confidence to be able to go after something. Let's get some more. Ooh, interesting. You have the garden and the gate. So this kind of combination is already telling me, which I'm gonna look into it a little bit deeper, so don't worry. You also have strategy here and indecision. I feel like you are going to change something that maybe you've had a bit of an attachment to, because of its comfort most likely, but it feels like there is this craving for more. You know, she's in this beautiful garden. There's nothing wrong with the garden. All right, it's comfortable, it's beautiful, it's, you know, had a lot of time and energy put towards it clearly, but there is something about her curiosity that she can't get rid of, is that what else is out there for me. So you could be asking yourself that question here, Aquarius. You could be feeling like there is so much more to do, which is great. Maybe again you've gotten a bit comfortable, which is fine. Like I think you've been enjoying it, which is fine, but it's almost like there's this curiosity of like, what else is there in the world that I can do. So with the solar plexus being about your determination and your willpower, I feel like maybe you've blocked yourself from doing more, coming out this comfort zone, because you maybe felt like, oh, well, I don't feel like I'm ready for it. I don't feel like I can, you know, I have the willpower for it. I don't have the energy for it, whatever it is. I feel like something's going to change that this week. Or at least this week, you're just definitely feeling that curiosity a bit more. All right, let's see what else is going on for Aquarius this week. Between worlds, interesting. You have TikTok. Okay, so the timing of something might be frustrating to you. A very big message I always get with this is like, release the need to control the timing of something, or to control something in general. Okay, when the time is right, it will be right. You'll feel it, you will know about it, you will trust it, and you will go through with it. But in the meantime, if it's not the right time, or if things feel a bit too chaotic, don't go interfering. Okay, let it go, let it be. And surrender to it, surrender to the universe, surrender to the timing of something, because it does feel like it's going to happen. But the more that you're trying to pull in a manifestation or whatever it is, I always see it as like, okay, like you go and do your thing. Like, I surrender to the universe. I know it will happen in the right timing, but then you keep pulling it back again. And it's almost like you're interfering with the timing of something by not surrendering to it. So some of you might need to hear that. There definitely is a major change that you guys are bringing into your life. Just because we do have this between worlds card, you're stepping into a very successful lifestyle. I want to call it a lifestyle, a very successful chapter, but you are in between. And maybe that's where the frustration is. It's like, I've already gotten out of being all in this dark gray miserable chapter, or challenging chapter to say the least, and I'm finally stepping into success. I can see it, I can taste it, but there is still this energy, whether it be subconscious fears, whether it be still feeling a little bit like you're not fully in that new chapter, that new sense of self. I don't know what this is to you, whether it is like you're changing the way that you approach the world, or whether you are just wanting more success. I do see that, but you're curious about it. I would say it's not the right time. I think that's where the strategy is needed. If you're still feeling a bit confused about a decision, it might not be the right time to make it just yet. I would say to make a decision based on knowing, or a strategy, you know, but a strategy. When you've made a strategy, you now know. Things may not always go by the strategy, but at least we have like a blueprint of what we want to, you know, go towards. Okay. All right, let's get you some of these. Let's get 3 of these. We have forgiveness. It's coming up for a lot of people at the moment. So there is a theme at the moment for everybody to forgive. Balance came out as well. So we have to look at something from a balanced, forgiving perspective. And you have quest. So Sometimes when quest comes in, or most of the time the story that I share is that this lady is like, in order to find the blue path, my purpose, I have to go through these challenging environments to be able to find it. But the boy down here is like, hey, it's right actually underneath your feet. So a message I will have to say for you here is that you are already on the right path. There's no need to overcomplicate it or feel frustrated that you feel like you're not in the right path. You are. Okay, maybe you're not at the next goal yet, but that's different. You are on the right path. You're exactly where you need to be right now. Just like I said with the TikTok card, it is a little bit about divine timing is at work at the moment. So in this case, accept the success you've had so far. There is absolutely more out there for you, bigger, more expansive energy. But in the meantime, it's a good energy to understand you are on the right path and you're still moving towards it. Whatever this clouded energy that you feel is still attached to you, or you're still attached to, whichever way it goes, is requiring forgiveness to fully release something of the past. I will say that that's the message that's coming through. With balance and forgiveness, I'm hearing the word disgruntled. Don't know why. In order to make a fair decision, whether it's the universe making this decision or you, to bring balance to something, not everyone's going to be happy about it. Okay, so whether that's you making a decision and it's about time that we've let go of what other people think about it, because it's something that is balanced, it's something that is fair. Not everyone will agree with it. We might not even agree with it either, but it's what the universe is saying is fair, or what is fair. So with forgiveness, I think it's about looking at a balanced point of view about it so that you are able to move forward. It's never about the other person, by the way. When we're forgiving something or even forgiving ourselves, not for that, it's so that we can release a certain feeling or emotion that's keeping us behind, so that we can move forward with our lives and step into that success even more. Okay, so I'm sure whatever the forgiving is talking about will come up during your reading, so we will move forward. Keywords for Aquarius: regret. You do have a bunch of cards here that I'm just not going to take. There's just too many. No, there's too many. I was considering it. Let's get one more for Aquarius for this week. Doubt and regret. Interesting. All right, regret here says, as an affirmation, I know that I cannot change the past. Okay. And doubt, saying I release the need to know all the answers. This is a controlling aspect. That's very interesting. Doubt and regret is coming through in your reading. Again, that might be linked to the forgiveness and the TikTok card, okay? All right, let's dive in. Let's get 3 cards, please, for Aquarius's energy for the week. The sun, I love that. A few of the fire signs had this energy, so maybe you have Aries or Leo in your chart, it doesn't matter. The sun is about joy and happiness. I love that. It kind of feels very similar with this beautiful yellow light, aka the sun around their heads here. It does feel like you're going to be taking lead in your life, which is great. You're becoming your own leader. You could even be becoming your own, I'm sensing that you guys didn't have a very good, or maybe still don't have a very good, influence in your life, like someone who you can really learn from and ask questions, and be inspired by. It feels like you're having to do a lot by yourself, and you've come this far by yourself most likely as well. So just remember that you have very big power within you. So it's just about understanding that you can take the lead when it comes down to your happiness, when it comes down to where your focus is in. And this is also a really good card for joy, success, and growth. So that's amazing. Let's get you 2 more for your energy this week. The King of Swords. All right. This is your energy anyway, Aquarius. So feeling very strategic. It's actually a good energy for writing things up, okay? Whether it's communication, that will be quite important for you guys this week, or coming from a place of logic might be quite important here. Aquarius, High Priestess, and the 4 of Cups. It's an interesting combination. The High Priestess is usually about the subconscious mind, hidden knowledge, using your intuition. Four of Cups is a card of being jaded or feeling bored. Sometimes, I mean, both of these are Piscean energies. So with that being said, you might have the tendency to run away with the fairies a little bit with your imagination. Some of you could write a book, by the way. That's a very good combination for writing a book. Some of you might actually be able to use these. You have a very good imagination, I feel like I have to say to some of you. So that can actually be used to your benefit. Some of you could actually end up being illustrators, writers, or, you know, again, something about your imagination can actually pay off for you. So don't waste it. What else am I feeling? Yeah. What's interesting about this is I have to really think about these two cards together, because the Four of Cups again is feeling bored and jaded. You might be confusing your intuition, you know, with your imagination a little bit. So be careful of that. But in this case, let me look at it, Aquarius. Let me just think about this for a second. I will clarify this. I feel like there's a message here that I'm not picking up on straight away. This part of my hair is annoying. Right. High Priestess. Why is a High Priestess here in this combination? The Magician. So both of these are really about tapping into divine knowledge. It's about using your intuition to manifest something. Again, I feel like this is something that you might be bored about in your life currently. Like, actually, this is very similar to this. Both of these feel very similar. She's in the warm house, you know, she's cozy up in there, but she can't help but feel like, I want to be out there outside and I have to wait for the rain to pass to be able to get there. But there might be something that you're able to do with what you've got currently that might be able to help manifest something. All right, Four Cups. The Five of Cups. Feeling a bit disappointed emotionally with something. What are you feeling disappointed about? The King of Cups and the World. It could be in terms of a love interest, by the way. But this could be to do with your emotions. Now, the World again is about a new beginning, a new chapter. In this case, maybe you're feeling like your emotions are getting the best of you lately. I just don't know why, like, I feel like there's a lot more emotional maturity coming away. In fact, there is like almost a glow up with your emotions, but it's only when you tap into that High Priestess. So whether you guys need to meditate, whether you guys need to really connect to your intuition through silence most of the time to manifest something, maybe you're going to get some clarity. But I feel like whatever you have now, you have the resources to create a new beginning or to become the person that you want to become, like whatever that is to you, or to have a love interest. Maybe that's something that you're feeling a bit down about or whatever. All right. Well, let's see what else is here. Can we speak about what the challenges Aquarius might go through this week are? Three of Cups. It's not necessarily a challenge. Maybe there's something within a community or a friendship that could be a challenge here. Maybe feeling grateful for what you have might be a bit of a challenge here because of the big things that you also want at the same time. Again, emotions being a bit of a challenge as well. Queen of Cups, you might feel more emotional this week, which again is fine if we use it correctly. Okay, if we really understand that being sensitive or having overwhelming emotions, of course, it's the yin and the yang, sometimes can be a bit challenging, but also in other times it makes you an empath. It makes you somebody who's able to sympathize with others and understand other people from a different lens, and to help people feel seen and heard. And that could be something that is, you know, beneficial in some way. Or, you know, just as much as things might disappoint you, you also get super happy and grateful in other times. Like there's almost like a flip of a coin. What's the challenge for Aquarius? The Nine of Wands. Some of you, there could be like a water sign or a friend here who feels a little bit, it feels like they might be attacking you a little bit here, or you might just feel like that in general when it comes down to the outside. Because Nine of Wands is again like these crows are attacking this guy's corrupt. Like what he's built up for himself is being attacked externally. So he's having to find methods and ways to protect what he's built. So some of you might have to go through that at this time, whether that's your emotional balance, whatever it is, your success that you're building. Again, there could be challenges on the outside or even on the inside that are making you kind of feel like you're going back on your progress. All right, advice for Aquarius. The Empress, you are abundant, you are loving, you are able to attract whatever it is that you desire. You have the Queen of Swords. You just need some boundaries and a strategy this week, and Judgment is coming through as well. So I kind of feel like you need to get very clear in order to go to the next stage, the next chapter. And this can be a little bit about forgiveness as well. You can be unconditionally loving and understanding and at the same time protect your heart. Like that, there is a balance here. So if some of you need to understand that with forgiveness, you can have that balance, because Judgment is also about reconciliation, or again, forgiving, understanding a chapter of your life so you can move on to the next. It's like learning a lesson. So you're in the middle of learning a lesson about something, whether it's by yourself or whatever, so you can fully move into a new world. I also feel like it's also about believing in yourself too, because of that solar plexus and the garden and the gate. Like the message I had earlier was about building a strategy towards success. And it does feel like it's about having more emotional intelligence to be ready for a new beginning and building that strategy here. Being direct, being calculated, being logical, being strategic is all good things here. Like these swords are good energies to have. Protecting yourself along the way, and yet still being able to attract in an abundance and being beautiful and all that great stuff. So we have the Wild card and Judgment. So it does feel like whatever has been keeping you to the past or in old ways, you will be able to release it. Again, a strategy is needed. I also feel like, again, this week is about believing in yourself so you can remove any regret that you've had or any doubt, and be able to understand that you already are on the path. You already have stepped a foot forward. It's just about shaking off the rest. Okay, so you can carry on moving forward here. I do see expansion coming up for you guys as well, and like new experiences, but it's only when you believe in yourself will you actually go after it. Okay, I think there's like some inner work needed to be done. But there we go, Aquarius. I love you guys. I wish you guys all the best for this week. Let me know how this resonated. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to read them. Make sure you like and subscribe as well if you enjoyed, so that you can come back next time and be notified. But yeah, I love you. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys next week. All right.